Hey, it's Tie Lasater, managing partner at Lasater Capital, and it is Financial Freedom Friday. Look, if you want to build lasting wealth, it's not just about working harder or earning more. Look, true wealth is built, preserved, and multiplied through a specific system. So today I'm going to give you the 7 key levers that the wealthiest people use in order to do exactly that. Okay, so let's jump into it. Look, first, number 1 is income. You've got to elevate your income and diversify. Your income is your fuel, but if it can't be your only engine though, you've got to be focused and diversified. Wealthy people build multiple streams of income, and many of which don't require their time at all. Okay, so here's a tip. Take your earned income and begin shifting it into passive and leveraged income streams. That's how you're gonna move from effort-based earnings to asset-based income. And it's how you're gonna put your money to work so that it's working harder for you than you are for it. Number 2 is savings, but you've got to save to deploy, not to store up. Most people save for comfort, okay? The wealthy though, you're saving for strategy. So savings are just your dry powder that you should have a specific job for it. And that job should be to deploy it. But you've got to have key metrics on how you're going to deploy it, what you're going to deploy it into. Okay, keep a cash reserve for stability, but anything above that, your money should be working for you and harder than you are for it. Okay, about 3 months of store is all you need. Okay, number 3 is investments. Okay, your returns are only as good as what you can control. Public markets are going to offer volatility. Private investments, though, they offer asymmetry, less risk, more upside, and more influence. So it's about control. Okay, so prioritize investments where you can improve the asset and directly participate in the value creation, or at least know what's going on in order to create that value. Number 4 is a tax strategy. You've got to have a tax strategy to keep more money in your pocket. Taxes are the single biggest expense that most people don't manage. The wealthy, though, they legally reduce their tax liability by understanding how the system works. Okay, so for your tip here, use cost segregation, bonus depreciation, legal entities, and tax advantage deals to protect and compound your gains. Number 5, though, is asset protection. You got to structure before you scale, because success without protection is just exposure. Okay, you're building wealth. You need to protect it from lawsuits, from liabilities, and from life events. Okay, so your tip here is make sure your assets are held in the right entities, backed by insurance and supported by real estate and estate planning structure. Okay, you've got to have these things in order. Number 6 is buy in equity. Okay, you want to force value and not have to wait for the value. Okay, we don't just invest, we buy right. The best way to protect your downside and multiply upside is to invest in assets where you can buy at a discount and force appreciation through operations or improvements. Okay, so your tip here is focus on real estate or private equity plays where your business plan creates the value, not the market and whatever arbitrary is going on in the marketplace at any given time. Okay, number 7 is focus on appreciating assets. Okay, you want predictable long-term growth. Don't gamble on speculation. Invest in assets that have calculated, consistent growth patterns tied to real fundamentals, not just hype and valuation. Okay, so your tip here is, look, at Lasater Capital, we use this proprietary formula to identify high growth markets before they hit the mainstream. That's how we create sustainable appreciation in our real estate portfolio. Okay, so these 7 key levers that create real financial freedom is what the wealthiest people are using. But it's not about chasing quick wins. It's about building something that lasts, something that's smart and secure. So if this was helpful, I want you to share it with somebody who's serious about building wealth. And if you're ready to move your capital with strategy and confidence, then let's have a conversation, okay? So what I want you to do is reach out to me, click on the link down below to schedule a meeting. But until next time, be smart, stay invested, and keep your capital moving in the right direction.